Hey, beautiful Virgo, welcome to your Tarot and Oracle card reading for the second half of October 2025. We're going to get messages from Spirit for the next 30 days. So it's going to go from the middle of October to the middle of November, okay? And I want to say that the 21st of October, we're going to have a new moon in Libra. So that's going to happen in your second house of money and possessions and property. So that's very, very interesting, Virgo. That means like a new intention, new opportunities, seeding something, something new coming in, okay? And I'm certain that the cards will be speaking to that as well. Now, this reading is for your sun, moon, and rising. I recommend you watch all three to get a full picture. Some months you are going to resonate more with one than the other. My rising usually is what I resonate with, and then my sun, and then my moon. But some months it really, truly does differ. While I say this reading is for the second half of October 2025, my readings are timeless. Timing is divine, and so are you. So if you find this reading at another time, there's probably something in here for you, okay? If you found value in this video, please like and subscribe and comment. That will help my brand new channel to grow, and I very much appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm using the Santa Muerta tarot deck and some other decks. Those will be in the description below. Now I've cleared your space. Let's get into your reading. God, Spirit, Universe, please bring truth, wisdom, and understanding to this reading for the Virgo family and help Virgo navigate to their highest and most blessed timeline. Thank you, Spirit. All right, Virgo, so you have the Nine of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. So this is major change, and yes, in the area of your money. And then you have an Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So the Ace of Swords with the Ace of Cups, this is two indicators that there's a major new beginning on the horizon for you, beautiful Virgo. All right, so the Nine of Pentacles, this is entrepreneurial energy, self-sufficiency, standing on your own. It's, growing your own garden, growing your own business, making your own decisions. And it's wise, very, very wise energy. Like you've reached a point where you can show other people, because the Nine of the major arcana is Hermit. When the hermit stands on a mountain, shines their light, and they show other people the way to the top of the mountain, but stands on its own, right? You stand on your own in some way. You stand out, I want to say, in some way. And with the Nine of Pentacles, you show other people how to grow your business. But, you're not necessarily, we're going to get clarifiers. The reason I'm saying you show other people, and that's not necessarily the case, but it's because you have the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords is communication and information, So for a lot of you, you're sharing information, you're communicating something, you are putting something out there. You could be putting your product out there too. Like this could be like a product launch for a lot of you. This could be new information, downloads, a new direction, and even starting a new course of study. This could be a big course of study for some of you. I just feel that because of the image in this card, and it's followed by the Five of Pentacles, which is in the midst of a process. Like there is more to come. In the fives, you're right in the middle between the Ace and the 10. So you're making an adjustment. Right? With the Five of Pentacles, you're adjusting your values, and if ever there was an astrological house that has to do with Pentacles, it's the second house of your money. So you could be changing how you invest in things, changing where you put your money, changing how you spend your money, changing how you earn your money for a lot of you. But again, we'll get clarifiers. And then with the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, this is you're in alignment with your heart's true desire. You are more aware of what you want too. This is an opportunity this month for you to follow the direction of your heart with more authenticity as well. I see the blue, the throat chakra color of blue here, and I feel like this is your throat chakra opening up. With the Ace of Swords, and look, this sword literally goes through the skull and out the throat chakra. It's sharing. I'm telling you, I just feel like you're sharing a lot of information or content or really putting yourself out there on a new level that's going to lead to financial blessings. With the Five of Pentacles, this is not going to manifest overnight, right? You're probably, depending on what the clarifiers are, not going to see your full harvest this month, right? You're planting seeds and making adjustments, and that's a good thing. It's going to lead to your harvest over time. All right, so Judgment card clarifies the Nine of Pentacles. King of Swords and the Ten of Swords clarifies the Ace of Swords. So that's interesting. A lot of information, right? And then the Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Six of Swords. And the Queen of Pentacles clarifies the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Wow. So this is heavy. You have the Judgment card. All right? Judgment card. No one can deny the call of Gabriel's horn. Even the people who are buried in their coffins under the dirt. Right? So this is a calling. You are being called. And with the Nine of Pentacles, this could be you growing a business or creating a change in your business. With the Five of Pentacles, creating an offering, right? With the Ace of Swords that you're called to do. And when you're called to do something, it means Spirit is co-creating with you and it's helping you. Spirit is helping you. Spirit wants you to do this. Spirit wants to bless the world through you in some way. And if you follow the calling, you will be in alignment with your highest and most blessed timeline. You know? Also, the Judgment card is like your deepest wishes, your deepest hopes, your deepest longing from childhood is part of that Judgment card. You know, it's a reawakening who you were as a child, because when we come in as children, we're closer to who we are as authentic beings. We're closer to Spirit. We haven't forgotten yet who we really are. It hasn't been beaten out of us or learned out of us, right? And so educated out of us, right? So our true, raw, authentic self is lost in childhood. And for a lot of you beautiful Virgos, you're remembering who you are. Definitely. And also with the Judgment card, this is awakening. You're being woken up to the possibilities. You're being shown the possibilities because you have the Ace of Swords clarified with the Ten of Swords and the King of Swords. This is like your mental body, your understanding is lit up. Crown chakra, wide awake. Downloads are coming in, right? And lighting you up. And the King of Swords is the master of your mind. And for some, it's a mastermind and it's mental mastery, you know. But I will say this, though, with the Ten of Swords, for a lot of you beautiful Virgos, and that includes me, I'm a Virgo sun, it's disillusionment and the end of seeing things a certain way. But I will tell you that in the last few years, we've had a lot of Ten of Swords energy. There's so much disillusionment that it's not as uncomfortable as it used to be, right? Like we're constantly being shown, woken up to the fact that the world isn't what we thought it was, you know, to the fact that the system, the institution, the path that was supposed to lead to one thing led to the opposite of that, you know, like the legal system is the injustice system, not the justice system, right? Or the health system can be the unhealthy system, that kind of thing, right? So it's disillusionment, but that disillusionment leads to authority. You know, the King of Swords is you are the ultimate authority of your life, the ultimate sovereign of your life, because you are the sovereign of your mind. You know, this is true self-sovereignty because you can see clearly, truly clearly. The King of Swords is looking down at the earth and the earth looks really small, right? He's got a lot of perspective from way up high. And that's what this awakening is bringing to you. And again, this is like I said, you know, we've had a lot of Ten of Swords moments in the last few years. We've had a lot of King of Swords moments in the last few years. Like, this isn't the end of your awakening, but it most certainly is a big step, you know? Like an onion, you have to peel it one layer at a time, you know? And I just feel like this is a part of your ascension. This is the next step on your ascension. And then you have the Six of Swords clarifying the Five of Pentacles. And the Six of Swords takes you to calmer, clearer waters, deeper waters, and a more peaceful tomorrow, calmer shores, away from drama, away from trauma, toward healing, right? And the Five of Pentacles is making an adjustment. So you're making an adjustment that's bringing healing, that's bringing peace, that's bringing alignment with your higher self and your highest timeline as well. And also with the Six of Swords, you're not ushering yourself to those more peaceful waters or the calmer shores. Spirit is doing that for you. There's a passivity in this energy. You've already worked for it, you know? You have the Ten of Swords. Like, this is like a culmination of energy. You've been working on it. You've been working on yourself. You've been honest with yourself. You've been digging deep and becoming more authentic as yourself. And as a reward for that, you know, Spirit is now taking a more active role in your journey and your co-creation. And it's just going to be so much better for it. And then at the bottom of the decks, Queen of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is what you truly desire, your grail, you know? And it's your grail for the moment. It's not your ultimate grail of all time, but this is the highest that you can reach. You know, how happy can you be? What wish can you make? You know, this is making a wish for what's going to make you the happiest that you can be right now, right? And then you have the Queen of Pentacles. This is mother energy, goddess energy, spirit manifesting that for you. The Queen of Pentacles is, the queens are creators, you know, and the pentacles is densified manifest reality. It's the earth element. So it's manifesting your dream come true, you know. Behind the scenes, Spirit is doing this because these are at the bottom of the deck, you know. This is like happening for you. And, you know, this is also like mother energy, mother figures, you know, it's many, many things, right? It's creating something that's going to last, something beautiful, because you have the Nine of Pentacles, right? So this is you creating your own garden, you creating your own harvest with this major, major creative energy behind it as well. That says it's more in alignment with who you really are and what you really love. You know, I love that for you. I love that for us. What else do we have for beautiful Virgo? Thank you, Spirit. Two more for Virgo. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so you have coming of darkness. All the light is dimming. Life is withering at the core. Are you ready? So yeah, at this time of year, right, it's the days are getting shorter, right, and the nights are getting longer. But this is like taking your outer energy and not being so spread out, right? Preparing yourself for change, preparing yourself for tomorrow, not being wasteful, and remaining focused, you know, especially if you have Nine of Pentacles. This is like, I have to reserve my energy and my resources for what really matters. Then you have mead and wine, your presence embodied, tasting the pleasure flowing through your being. So this is some kind of harvest for you, beautiful Virgo. You know I said with the Five of Pentacles that whatever it is that you're seeding isn't necessarily coming to a harvest, but with the One of Cups at the bottom of the deck, with the Queen of Pentacles and this, you're having some fullness, you know, some celebration, some reward, and it's going to feel good and taste good, you know, sensual pleasure. And then you have haunted house. The things that haunt you are the things you have to let go of. So clearly you can even see it by this image. Shadow work is needed, right? But recognize the things that haunt you or the things that are no longer needed. And you have the Five of Pentacles, the need to adjust, to make an adjustment. If you don't feel right about how you invest your resources, how you invest your time, your energy, your things, that is all you need to know, right? If you're worried about something, or you have a niggling at the back of your mind, or you have an intuitive hit about something, go in that you know that that's the right thing to do, and you know that that's the thing you have to let go of as well. Just be discerning, beautiful Virgo. That's what you do. That's who you are. Practice discernment and you will be golden. Thank you so much for being here, beautiful Virgo. Thank you for being you, and I'll see you next time. Peace.